Hey everyone, just say that E3 was incredible, amazing, and so many crazy things that was incredible. So without further ado, I'm going to talk to you more about my E3. Hey everyone, I hope you're well playing and or making the games that you love. You're joining me, your host, Max Pears. And I'm glad to be back, should I say. It's been a while, and it's been a while since I recorded. I'm not even going to lie, I was looking at the mic and I was like, how do I do this? So it's cool to be back in the swing of things. And thank you all for being so understanding, because it's been a while and I didn't want it to go as long. Sadly, due to issues, we were unable to get an episode out last week. But we're here now, and that's the most important thing. But again, I just want to say thank you all, everyone, and I appreciate you all for being so, as I said, understanding. It means a lot for you to understand how busy I was, and this, isn't something that I want to die. Like the podcast, I want to keep going, and I'm starting to get back into the swing of things, and things are starting to ease up. So it's great to finally sit down and record an episode. And I'm back home in England. Also burnt to high heaven to think I was in LA, Poland had a heat wave, and it was in England where the weather's not even that hot that I get burnt. Like, I am lobster red right now. I do not tan. Curse my Yorkshire blood. Now that a little bit of introductions and thank yous and welcome backs are done, I was just going to talk about in this episode really about E3 and my kind of experience. Now, there's some things I can't talk about. Obviously, my opinions only reflect myself, but I'm not going to say anything sillier out there. But it's always good for reasons that obviously my opinions are my own, so do not relate them to my employers. Sorry, but yeah, we're just going to break down some of the cool things I experienced when I was there, what I saw, what I really enjoyed, and kind of what the experience was like. Because this is my second E3, and I know a lot of people, especially devs, and dream of going there and presenting their game. And honestly, this was an incredible experience for me, because not only was I presenting the game that I've been working on with the amazing team, put that in perspective, I'm only working on parts of it, in terms of it takes a whole lot of people to be working on the game that I'm working on. So all their hard work, to see the reaction, I wish everyone could have been there to see it, because it was an incredible one. It's great to see all of that amazing stuff there, really. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, obviously I work at CD Projekt Red, and I'm working on Cyberpunk. So I got to be there at the big reveal of Mr. Keanu Reeves coming in, and that was an incredible thing, to be sat there at the Microsoft conference, and it came out, and everyone was amazed and surprised. And I think one of the biggest things was that I'm happy about, and I know our team probably went to extreme lengths, was that it didn't get leaked. That if all the time running up to E3 stuff gets leaked, so to not have this information leaked, it's better, I think. Because we've got a way that we want to introduce it, a way to reveal it. So the fact that we were able to do it on our terms, and our marketing and PR and everyone who worked on that did an amazing job. So I think it was great for them to see that and have it be revealed in the best way possible, and then hearing the cheer of the people in the crowd, live reaction was phenomenal. Obviously the big moment of "You're breathtaking" has now taken the internet by storm. So to see that live and to be there was a truly, truly incredible thing. And I didn't get to go to the Xbox one last year because it was my mate's and former guest. For those of you who listen to episode 12, Stu, our man Stuart Scott, the lead level designer at Ubisoft, because it was his wedding the day of that, and obviously he's a good friend and that, so I chose to go to the wedding. So it was nice to come and go back for a second time and be able to be there and see all that, because there's a lot of passionate fans. We spoke to a lot of different fans, so it was incredible to see that, and to see other developers we were sat next to, and to see their reactions. Halo got put up and announce. I thought that was great. They were super excited, and we wish them congratulations. So it was really cool. And I think one of the cool things is, with this being the second time, I got to see things and take it in a lot more than when I first went there. Because when I first went there, it was just such an amazing, I'm here, I'm at E3, and it's just kind of a blur because it's just full of excitement and everything. So this year it was nice to kind of just step back and take it all in and see, what was going on. And with that, we'll talk a little bit about what was going on. I can't obviously talk about everything, but just as a heads up, there was a public, as this is already stuff that's already out there, IGN and all that have covered it. So there was 2 demos. There was the private one for media members, and then there was the public demo. And my role when I was out there was to present the public demo. So I got to meet some, and I probably met some people who were listening as well. So for those who did come say hi, thank you. It's very nice to talk to all of you, like some amazing people I got to speak to and meet. I got to meet Anderson Silva, one of the former middleweight mixed martial arts and UFC champion of the world, who, that was a pleasure of mine to see him and to meet many others, and also just you, the fans and listeners of the show, because it's just great to see that. But yeah, so I was hosting in terms of presenting the demo, and that was a really nice experience. As I said, it was one of those really cool ones where, because game development, not all of it now, I think it's opening up, but sometimes it's kept secret for obvious reasons, and to be, working on something and you never know how people are going to react, but be able to then see people's reactions, see how excited that they were, was incredible. Truly amazing to feed off that energy and to see people excited, because as I said, you never know how things are going to go down. You're always nervous about it, and it was incredible. I mean, what I've done for my team when I come back after my holiday is I've got pictures and videos of all the people who came during my presentations, so I can share with them the excitement, hopefully, that they can see that. Because I said, it's a shame that sometimes when they're doing this, not all the staff member obviously gets to go, so it's nice to be able to show people, hey, this is the level of excitement, because sometimes just saying that doesn't get it across. So it's going to be nice for that one. So as I said, I was presenting that, got to meet people and talk and check it out. And it was a really exciting time to do this, and making sure, obviously I was nervous because you're hoping things don't mess up, so it was a good run overall, and thank you to the team members we had at the public booth. Those are the ones that were playing with us, those are the ones who, when I say playing, it was our guys that were playing, and those who, helped get everyone in, whether it be, our staff or the helping staff, the IT technicians that helped make sure everything ran smoothly. All amazing people that helped make this fantastic, and it was just an overall fantastic experience there that I hope people will remember. The booth was insane, truly, truly amazing. For those of you who haven't seen it on that of like IGN and GameSpot, you'll be able to find it. But it was a really nice booth, and we were the most, I believe, queued for a game at E3 for it, and that was insane to see the lines massively just going around just for people to see the game. It meant a lot. There was some amazing stuff there. I'll say some other booths that look really cool. I got to go see Final Fantasy VII, the remake. And wow, their booth was amazing. Like, they had these giant walls. The people that were taking the tickets, they were acting as if they were a member of Shinra Turks, or the Turks. And they were, it was funny, and I really enjoyed that one. And inside they had like a mini Mako reactor in there, and yeah, I think it's great. Fortnite always brings one of the best looking booths. There was people doing the Fortnite emoji dances, which was just okay, like Fortnite, just an incredible thing that they've got going on with it non-stop in terms of the success it's bringing in. But wow, yeah, like their booth was insane. Nintendo always have very big ones. I didn't get a chance to play Pokemon Sword and Shield, but I am very much excited to hop back onto the Pokemon train with my Nintendo Switch. So yeah, there was a lot of cool area. The Dragon Ball Z one with the Goku RPG looked fantastic. That was away from us. Ubisoft always has some really nice booth setups, always look cool. And so no, that was a really great experience to see. One of the things that I'd say, like, I don't think people realize when you're actually at E3 is you miss a lot of E3. So obviously I was there, as I just mentioned, for the Microsoft conference, which was insane and really cool to see. But like, because of the fact that we're practicing and getting ready and setting everything up, you miss a lot of the other talks, like Square Enix I missed, the Ubisoft stuff. So you actually end up being a little bit late behind. And I say that as if it's a true problem, but it's a really cool one to see them live. But as I say, you miss a few things from it, but to see all that stuff around was cool. So yeah, that's one of the things. I'm trying to think, like, what is it that people want to know about E3? It's obviously busy. I think this E3 is going to be one of the most memorable ones for me because, and who knows, like, what will happen next in my career, but to work on a game that is this hyped, obviously it's a new IP and it's got this amount of hype. We now have Keanu Reeves in the game, all of this. It's a once in a lifetime, or feels like it, who knows, but it definitely feels like it's a once in a lifetime moment because the hype is so real. And you never know when is the next time that you'll get to, say, work on a project like this. Especially, as I said, it's a new IP, so it's not like, a sequel to anything. Sorry, I'm just fiddling around with stuff that's got tangled up in my PC setup. There we go. So yeah, you never know how this will go down. And yeah, so to have the hype and all of this come together, and to be actually present within E3 while it's all going down is a surreal moment. A truly surreal moment. And it was definitely one that I will never forget. The team was fantastic that I was with as well. So it's something that, for me, is going to be probably one of the most memorable times as well for my career. So I think that was an exciting one, and sometimes you don't realize how big it is until you look back, and I definitely felt this time, especially compared to last year's E3, that this was a huge moment and a huge sense of, you feel the passion of the fans. As I said, the queues were massive, and it was just, insane. I was fortunate enough to attend a couple of different parties as well, and just chatting with other devs as well. It was an amazing experience there. So, as I say, I got to the parties, and it was great to meet some people. It's always great to meet other developers, and to say, obviously, we're on the other side of the world now. I got to meet some fantastic people, for those who work at Respawn, Naughty Dog, Santa Monica, all of this, which was truly, truly amazing. And to those of people who listen to the podcast and who I got the chance to speak with, thank you very much for taking the time to chat with me and Ivan. Ivan was my partner in crime, who's the other presenter on the public booth, and a friend of mine, as well as a game designer in Krakow. And yeah, we're just going to say thank you very much for being so hospitable to us. It was a truly great experience to chat to all of you cool people, and thank you for making us feel so welcome and everything. We really, really do appreciate all of that. It's, truly a fantastic thing to talk to other passionate and other people who are interested in the game. And it's crazy to think that there's a lot of eyes from these amazing developers outside on us as well. It's, crazy. So let's chat about some of the games I got to try as well, because that was kind of my experience as a developer. Obviously, I didn't get to play a lot because I was there for work. And, just as a tip for this one, if you do go to E3 and it's your first, make sure you do focus on the work, but do have time to take in what's going on. Because I've had friends who've been to E3 once, and they've been in the industry for multiple years. I've had friends who've made it all the way almost to the top of the pinnacle and still never gone. So as work is super important. I definitely didn't DOS off. I was able to be given time to go and look around. So if you do get the chance, please do, because it's a great place and it gives you a lot of energy. So do take that into consideration when you go around. I know a lot of the American studios, they will give them one of the days off to go look around, which I think's nice and really cool of them to do so. So make sure you take it in, especially if you're coming from Europe, where I know the majority of listeners are from. So do take it in, because you never know. I didn't think I was going to be coming back for this year, so it was great to be able to come back, but you just never know how many times you'll get the opportunity to go. So try and make sure you take in as much as possible. Obviously put work first. That's what I did. But if you get a chance, do try and take it in. So things that I saw, it's a really, really cool place, all the setup. There is a lot of queues, so do be prepared to queue, because there's a lot of them. Honestly, Borderlands had a big one, we had a big one. Obviously, Final Fantasy VII, the remake, had an insane one. I got to play that on the very last day, so I was super happy. Super duper happy. And I got, so basically, as I said, there were people acting like Turks. You get in, you get to go into this briefing where it's breaking down the whole new system, because it has changed. Now, I am a massive fan of Final Fantasy VII. Crisis Core is one of my favorite games of all time, and it is a truly amazing, like, 7 as a whole, like, sub-franchise of Final Fantasy. It did a lot and defined a lot for video games, so it's a fantastic thing to see that it's getting some appreciation and love. But obviously I'm still skeptical to see what they can do, and what I think as well is, I think it must be difficult after looking at stuff like Shadow of the Colossus, Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy, Spyro. When you're remaking these, like properly remaking these, like how much you can keep to the original format, but also step away to give something new to the audience, because obviously games have changed and advanced since the time when these came out. So I'll be interested to see how much they change. I mean, it seems like they're changing a lot. They had a whole new voice cast, which I was surprised at, because if anyone's seen the films, Advent Children, and obviously tie-ins, whether it be Kingdom Hearts or other things, I thought it would be the same voice actors from that, but it's not. So it was a real, surprise on that one, I think, that they were using a new one. So that was a big thing. But the combat, do you know what? It was enjoyable. I do like the Kingdom Hearts Crisis Core style of menu to combat. I think it can be very, very good. And it's not even that, they've got a very different one. But it's amazing how they've tried to keep the same with like your special abilities, like Slasher, 3/, all of that still remaining within the game, but changing it to something different. So I got to play it and I was really impressed. It looks good as well. Obviously, you expect nothing less from Square Enix. And I'm excited to see more of it. I can't believe it's coming out early next year, the first episode. So I'm excited to see. And it's also interesting that they went episodic with it. I mean, obviously the game was 4 discs when it first came out, but it's not even doing it to the original disc point. So I'd be interested to see where it all goes. But I really did enjoy it from what I've seen thus far, and I can't wait to see more of it. I didn't get to get my hands on Borderlands 3, but I did watch it. I've not played much of the Borderlands, so I don't have any kind of great understanding of them. But it looked great fun from what I saw. I was watching people play, and that was really cool. I didn't get to see the new Avengers, sadly, but the stall for it was amazing. Like, they had all the replica suits there, which is beautiful. Monster Hunter, the new DLC in this ice world. Like, I need to get Monster Hunter World. I need to play it, but that one felt great. I mean, I think that game is a very, very solid game. So to see how they're going to expand on it is only cool for me to see from it. So no, it was a great one there. I didn't get to try the new Dragon Ball Z RPG, sadly. I said that even though they were right across from us, I didn't get a chance to try it, but it was cool from what I saw. And new Doom is amazing. I love the 2016 Doom, so yeah, this one just seems to be another great add-on, expansion, and iteration of it, so I really can't wait to see more of that one. Watch Dogs and Ghost Recon looked really, really awesome. Like, some cool stuff there that I can't wait to see more of with it. So overall, it was a good one. And I know that online people are saying, oh, it's quite a quiet one, and obviously Sony wasn't there, but it was still a great year for gaming, and there's still a lot you can get from if you really just look at it as a whole. I think there's a lot to love with this, so I think it's a phenomenal time for it. But yeah, that's really it from my experience of E3. I can't obviously say everything because I don't want to get in trouble, but there's a lot there, and I think it's an important thing, as I say, to be able to, and being fortunate enough for myself to be able to go and feel that energy and see the passion of fans out there. I think that's always important and is something that isn't always given a chance to all developers, so I'm really happy with that one, that I get a chance to see that. But that's where we are going to wrap it up, my amazing gurus. I'm almost back to normal scheduling. I've got the first week of July, I think, to get through, and then everything's wrapping up. For those of you who don't know, because I don't know if I explained in previous episodes well, the reason I stopped was obviously the combination of, obviously my job, and then career there, should I say, and I have then the preparation for E3. Obviously I wasn't telling anyone I was going until we were able to say, so I had to prep for that. But then I'm doing the CGMA course online as well for level design, so there's all those things going on, so there's not always a chance for me to sit down and do this. I have missed this a lot. I do, I love doing the podcast. I love the support that everyone is offering, and the involvement of the community. I really do. So I will be coming back soon, hopefully. But yeah, here's another episode to try tie us over, and maybe we can get one more before I'm done. But yeah, alright everyone, thank you very much. I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you all next time. Oh, sugar, see, this is how long it's been. I've not even done it. If you want to reach out to me, you can so an email, leveldesignlobby@gmail.com, or you can tweet me at maxpairs. If you want to support the podcast, then please do check out the Patreon, patreon.com/leveldesignlobby. All of those will be a link in the description down below, and the support there helps make sure that we get amazing guests. We keep building up the quality of the podcast as well. It always seems to get better and better. So thank you all very much, and I will catch you all next time. Bye.